than a pursued interest. And of course, that's what we do right here on PEP Discovery. Today on the show, we're doing something musical, you know the vibe. Sitso is my guest for today. Viewers, stick a stay. We'll be right back.
Like that thing. You don't know you.
Surprise to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the left, and your namu, Sitso, I am calling. I'm ready for your love. And your name and your cuckoo guy. And your namu, Sitso, I am calling. I'm ready for your love. And your name and your cuckoo guy. Every nice lady is a your name. Hey. Every fine lady is a your name. Yes. Every special lady is a your name. If you are good for your man, your name is a your name. Yeah, your name is a black African baby. Oh. Hey. And your name is a beautiful African baby. Our favorite is Banku and Fetri. Hey, who the fine passenger? And who is the passenger? Hey, and your name is every man's dream. And your name is a black African baby. Yeah, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa, hey, say ni wa de de de, okay ni wa, and your name, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa, Sitso I am calling. I'm ready for your love. And your name and your cuckoo guy. And your namu. Sitso I am calling. I'm ready for your love. And your name and your cuckoo guy. Who told you faithful girls are easy to find? Oh. Hey. And who said good guys are common to find? Oh, oh it's an honor to have you as my baby. Hey. It's a blessing to have you as my girl. Fano boy and my jihana way. Oh, Vanema glow and Yarena way. You are the medicine that cures Ebola. Yeah. Oh, my striker, call you Maradona. Yeah, who the fine pass, my baby? And you are the hey, and your name, Sitso, I am calling. I'm ready for your love. And your name and your cuckoo guy. Sitso, I am calling. I'm ready for your love. And your name and your cuckoo guy. Surprise party. TNW. Nationwide. Yeah, 2 inks, you are deadly.
Yeah, welcome back. You're still watching PEP Discovery and with me, HETRO. More like I said, my guest for today is Sitso Music. You know, he's a number 9 and I'm also a number 9. So today we're going straight to the volatile region. Bro, wisdom. It's just a greeting we say in a phone. So that's what we're saying. Sitso. Yeah, exactly. It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, I said it.
By the way, I like your outfit, you know, from head to toe.
My outfit likes you too.
Thank you so much. Anyways, how is music? How is music going so far?
Music is fine. Music is there. It's always a new thing.
Okay.
After the other, so yeah, it's doing good so far, so good.
I know you to be Sitso Music.
I'm Sitso.
You are Sitso.
Yeah.
Is that your biological name?
Sitso Music is like an official handle.
Oh, okay.
And so Sitso is the name.
Is the name?
And so Sitso means place of refuge.
Place of refuge.
Yeah, you know, other tribes can really go for the last one, that is the pair, and the pair, you know, it's actually Sitso pair.
So you just have to, you know,
shorten it to make it easily accessible to
Sitso.
everyone. Yeah, so
Where?
foreigners are able to mention Sitso.
Okay. So where do you come from?
Denu.
Applaud Denu.
Right.
Hey, homeboy.
Yeah.
Is that where you grew up?
No.
Where do you grow up?
I grew up different places, different towns.
I just want to have a feel of some of the places. Alajo.
I grew up in Kaswa.
In Kaswa.
Shoman Estate.
So I should believe you went to school in Alajo.
Newtown, St. Paul's Basic.
St. Paul's Basic.
Yeah,
And what of senior high?
I went to ASEC, Accessory Secondary School.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you go to 32nd because you are from Denu.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go back home?
Yeah, trust me. I don't know. Growing up, my daddy was not stable. You know, my daddy was a custom officer,
Oh, okay.
so a senior custom officer.
Okay.
So he was traveling one way to the other, one town to the other.
Okay.
So we couldn't really settle there. You understand?
Okay.
And so we had to just base at one place, and that was Alajo. So from Alajo, we moved to Kaswa, and that
Okay.
was it.
Okay.
So,
All right. So growing up, at what point did you realize music was something that was part of you?
You know, I discovered my talent at a very tender age.
Oh, okay.
Very.
At what age?
At the age of 6.
6.
Yeah.
So you started singing from
Yeah.
that?
I lived with my granny for a short while.
Okay.
And then my granny was a disciplinarian.
Oh, okay.
So what happened was that when you go to school and you're supposed to come home at this particular time, and you don't make it up to this time, when you come home, there's a huge punishment for you. And then I loved sports at that time.
So you can play football? Is it football you do?
I'm a basketball.
Oh, a basketball
So
player.
I'll just play soccer those times with friends, and I'll come home when I'm dirty, and granny will go like, eh. And so there's this punishment called stood. You know how to stood?
Yeah.
So she stood me like for God knows how many minutes, how many hours. And so with pain, I think I had to go look after a shop. I was just lying on the floor, and then I began singing. My lifetime, I will give God my lifetime.
That was a gospel, rhythm.
If I give God my lifetime, He'll take care of me. So I was like, I was singing this song and it was sounding so good in my ears all by myself. And then I began harmonizing my own song. My lifetime, I will give. I was like doing it. This thing was just coming spontaneous.
Oh, okay.
Very natural.
Or at that very moment, or after the punishment.
At that particular
Okay.
moment when I was crying after my punishment, all of a sudden I was singing.
Singing.
It came very natural. It came like a miracle.
Okay.
And then I wanted my granny to hear me sing. So I wanted to tell, but then she was angry with me, so I didn't know how to say, Granny, I can sing. Listen to this. And so I grew up having this attitude of, I want everybody to hear me sing. So wherever I found music, I wanted to be there. I wanted to showcase. And so it was like that on and on till I got to Basic. And then Basic, I can't Newtown. All my seniors are singing, I'll be hiding.
Okay.
Listening. So my teacher saw me, our director there saw me hiding. He was like, you love music,
You
right?
love-
Come. And so at a younger stage, I was with my senior colleagues in school, and I was doing so good.
Okay.
And I became like the leader. So small boy, I was leading. So I was like a church boy basically.
Okay.
I started playing at churches, and I started joining the choir.
Started playing music instruments.
I went to uni. I did music. So I went to a music school itself.
Which school?
Gilberto Cincinnati.
Okay.
Like the first Catholic music university in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
For a white man. And so that basically is it. And so right after Basic to
Senior high.
I was just going to school, learn and pass.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what I was going to do after. I didn't know what I was going to use all these things for because it was just music.
And which course did you study?
I did general arts.
General arts.
So what happened was that I was a gospel boy.
Oh, okay.
Churches, so many churches, playing shows, playing concerts, playing live concerts.
Okay.
Until I had a girlfriend in senior high, and then she broke my heart. So when she broke my heart, she was my first love.
Okay.
So
at senior high.
And so I switched to love songs. So that is.
So you left gospel from punishment,
right,
gospel
so
to broken hearts.
Following the process.
Yeah,
And so I did gospel when I got really punished by my granny. I discovered my talent when I got really punished. So I could say I was in pain. So I discovered my talent out of that pain. It was gospel.
Okay.
Right. I got to, so it was gospel throughout to SHS. And then I fell in love for the first time. Not before.
So many times.
No, the first time.
The first time, yeah.
It was sweet.
More than sugar.
It was crazy.
It's like Maggie added to sugar, blended with honey.
That is a mother of broken heart. That is a mother of like,
yeah.
Heart gets broken for the first time.
Sure. It's very painful. Yeah.
So that was a sweet, another pain again led me to do love songs. And
Okay. So, what genre of music do you like? Are you doing now?
Yes, I do Afrobeat, I do high life, I do Afropop. I love to explore, experiment on sounds, but Afrobeat is about me. I love traditional stuff as well. So I love Afrobeat and I love Afrobeats, the one with the S.
Okay.
Without the S.
And what's the difference between the one with the X and the one with, because I don't really know that.
Afrobeat and Afrobeat is like a husband and a wife.
Oh, okay.
And so Afrobeat, the one without the S, was derived from high life. Like
okay.
That was in like the 70s.
Oh, okay.
And so that one is more traditional. Afrobeat talks more about politics, talks more about social stuff, life. Afrobeat is more gangster, it's more very religious, it's more very political.
Okay.
That was what Fela Kuti was doing. And then Afrobeat with the S is very soft. And so that one we talk about love.
All right.
More. So that's what the Nigerians do. We talk about love more. You understand?
Right.
Afrobeat without the S is very traditional.
Very traditional.
Very.
It just looks like the local traditional music.
You understand?
Okay.
It has this, but this particular one with the S has, you can add calypso, you can add zouk, you can add funk, you can add jazz, you can add all these things, high life, to actually blend it. And so that is very soft. It gives you more space to talk about love. That's Afrobeat.
Okay.
Do you know how to play musical instrument? Because the way you mentioned the jazz and
all those
I play
things.
the guitar, play drums, I play percussion, yes, and then flute.
So,
because I did African dance and music.
So that tells me that you do produce your own songs.
No, I don't produce my own songs. I have ears for that.
You have ears for that.
I have the fingers for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. How many songs have you recorded so far?
Quite a number of them, but commercially I have like 5 songs out
Five
there.
songs out there.
Yeah.
And do you have music videos for all these songs?
Yeah, I have music videos for when I started after school.
That was after uni or?
Yes, after
okay.
uni. And so I did my first song, I did Saga. And so I had the first video I had, and so I worked with Kabna very shortly. Okay, so NKZ Guru very shortly.
Okay.
Fram Concern very shortly. And then I met Wood Records. That was my first big record label.
So your first video, you said you featured who, or it was a solo?
First video it was a solo project.
Oh, okay. And what's the title of that song?
That one is called Saga.
Saga.
Yes, I remember I did Saga.
Do you know something? Let's take a look at the video, and when we come back,
one thing about Saga. I don't
No,
know.
you just keep that. You just keep
I
that.
don't want to show that video. So if there's any video you want to show, let me talk about like the major, because when we're growing up, musicians always want to test. They want to try something.
No, but even do you know something? I would like you to play it.
So who caused it?
Irrespective of how poor, because you should have a story.
My first video was
Your first video. So let's take a
Who caused some?
Who caused some?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that, and we'll be right back, viewers. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Wood Records.
Redemption BTS stubborn, what's it?
It's Sitso. And I got down if you say 17 sort your dress. I want to know Kumase. Hasansu Obiwa Obwase. Only one Cotiano, and some of Becca Crabaya Wawa. See a buntina shot, and tell your best crowd, you jam my pepper. Nako Crabia or dinner cheap. Penny Mupin saw or dinner cheap. Sugar daddy be or dinner cheap. Who the one son ever goody? So who calls him? Who calls him? Mama calls him. Papa calls him. Facebook calls him. Oh, Instagram calls him. Society calls him. Oh, every money palava. So who calls him? Who calls him? Mama calls him. Papa calls him. Facebook calls him. Oh, Instagram calls him. Society calls him. Oh, every money palava. Akoda ketwa oni mushisha no nim traumado. Esake senkwa any see black level and many more. Nobody the fit talk matter. If you try me go get matter. The sound on kwa de wanna. On the misake and I'm gonna. Put yourself in no caption in my bay. Check me and my bay. Oh just snap, what caption in my boob. Check me and my boob. Mr. Peter na a friendly bay. 67 years of friendly bay. Papa Jonas na a friendly boo. 40 years of friendly boo. Yeah. So who calls him? Who calls him? Mama calls him. Papa calls him. Facebook calls him. Oh, Instagram calls him. Society calls him. Oh, every money palava. So who calls him? Who calls him? Mama calls him. Papa calls him. Facebook calls him. Oh, Instagram calls him. Society calls him. Every money palava. So who calls him? Who calls him? Mama calls him. Papa calls him. Facebook calls him. Oh, Instagram calls him. Society calls him. Every money palava.
Redemption BTS stubborn, what's it?
Viewers, you're still watching PEP Discovery, and my guest, Sitso, is here with me, and then the studio is just, booming. The conversation is so sweet, from gospel, and then finally to broken heart music, and now, and a whole lot of vibe. Sitso, you made mention of, a girl giving you a broken heart, and then it changed or directed your music way. What song did you like? What did you write the song as a whole song, or just a chorus, or just something you sang?
When I had a broken
Heart,
song,
yeah.
I was in school.
You were in school.
So I did a lot of songs about broken heart in school.
Oh, so no.
I didn't release them. But after school,
Then you started.
when I went to uni.
Okay.
After uni, that is where I dropped like an official song, but that wasn't like a broken heart song.
And which
That
song was
social
that?
song, so that's the hook song.
That's the hook or song.
Right.
Right. But I would like you to give me a freestyle. I just want to feel your voice.
And I got Danny, I say 17 years of church, say, now Kuma say, now a sound should be, say. So the chorus is, so who calls some? Yeah, who calls some?
Why is your lyrics making me feel like that's the broken heart song? How old were you when you were in senior high?
I was 15, so 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, so that's exactly the broken heart song.
Because Akola already 17.
Yes, it talks about social device, right? It talks about the child who is wayward. It talks about the fact that now you can see a lady, a young girl, and you can't even tell she's a kid. You understand? Now you can't even tell young ladies doing what the matured ones do. 17 years as youthful, as young as they are, they do things that as a 34, 35, 45 woman. But don't you watch videos where ladies, there's small girls in school go like, hey, yeah, bow, so keep your boyfriend. If a small girl at 16 is saying that, telling your mother or your big sister or your auntie, say, foul, you baby school, yeah, bow, aren't you scared? And so that's what hookah is about. So who caused it? Your mom? Was it social media? Where did they get that thing from? Because initially you can't put a camera on your face and say this. It's so hard for you to say that. But now people don't. Now people have sex videos out there. They don't care the trauma. They don't care what happens. Was it good to sex on TV? No problem. People don't really care. Kids don't have fear and shame anymore. That's what the song's about. It talks about these things. Kids who are wayward now and where the problem is coming from. So I did hookah some. So I did Enyonam also.
Enyonam.
Right.
Enyonam, just Enyonam. Yeah. But my other sister is called Enyonam.
Yeah, Enyonam, people want to ask why. I play around names.
Oh, okay.
Because our names are very obvious. They are very understandable, clear.
Exactly. It is meaningful.
Very meaningful. So Enyonam is good for me.
Yeah.
To be content with what you have.
So that was your second song.
So I did Enyonam second video. And big ups to lawyer Andy, the lawyer who stood in for Ipiapo Polo. He gave me his first cash for
you to record the song, for the video.
So wherever you are, big up to you. I still love you.
So in which year did you release the Enyonam?
I did the audio in 2015.
The audio in 2015?
Yes.
And then you shot the video?
In 2018, 2019.
About 4 years ago?
Yes. So I left the audio there in the system. And then I was focusing on hookah song. So I didn't really pay so much attention on Enyonam. But then I was on that. When you are solo and you are working and you have a record label, they don't continue from where you were before they met you.
Oh, okay.
They repackage you. I get it.
Right.
And so my major project was hookah song. That is why I'm focusing, throwing more light on hookah song.
So meaning.
So if you really want to arrange, I would say I had done
Enyonam,
and then I just left it on there, like just online, and then I came to do hookah song as a major project.
Okay.
With Wood Records.
Okay, Wood Records.
Right.
So meaning you have a management.
Then.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But now no.
You have no management.
Not yet.
So how do you finance your music from?
The only thing is that we just do. I have individuals.
Okay.
Who always do it, because on a more serious note, that is how it was supposed to be, as in where people are very genuine to tell you that maybe they have the finance or one way or the other they can help, but they don't necessarily say they have a record label. It takes a lot to have a record label. It takes a lot of wisdom. It takes a lot of knowledge about music. So you can't just have some money and go like, okay, I want to have a record label. That's always a problem. So I have people who go like, okay, Sitso, how do you want this to be done? Let's do this. People bring in ideas. And so big ups to every individual, Episco, every individual, I can mention names who are helping, who are still helping up to now, until we get a bigger label. It might not be in Ghana, we might not know.
But then, is it that personally you aren't looking for a management, or just that management or record labels haven't come to sign you?
It is a cake if you have to go to office by office searching for
labels to join.
Labels to actually, you understand, you are the product. Let them find you. So when they see talent in you, that is where they would come. I get what I'm trying to say.
I'm getting what you are trying to say. But in a way, I also want to disagree.
Why do you want to disagree?
I want to disagree because, the lifestyle of some musicians, they've made mention of them joining some labels, and then in a year to come or some years to come, they pop out.
Why do they pop out?
Because the label that maybe they've joined, have pushed them out. Let's talk of Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, and other kind of musicians.
Kwame Eugene was a singer. When Kwame Eugene was singing, Lens was there. I have been on Lens.
You've been on their label?
You understand, but I have not worked with Lens, the label itself.
Oh, okay.
But I have actually had a conversation with Richie, and by then it was Miss V. And so Richie will go like, right now it is Miss V, and so if you can wait, maybe let's just get Miss V out there, and then we can. You understand? Okay, so why didn't he say, oh, we are signing or we are working with some lady B. Her name is Miss V. No, he said we are working with Miss V, knowing that you know her, I know her. That means Miss V had done the job already and had the name Miss V. Kwame Eugene. Richie never knew Kwame Eugene. Richie knew Kwame Eugene from Hitmaker. So when you want to get attention of these gurus, you have to pass somewhere. They want to roll with people they know. They don't want to take it from the scratch.
Okay.
Other than that, the industry will be choked with artists because we have mad musicians down there who are not known. Now people want to always work with people they know. That is why some people just go through. You understand? It is like transit. You are traveling, you want to pass somewhere, you want to get to your destination. So if you're a musician, you want to get attention of so and so, you should look at these big platforms and go and pass there.
Big platforms like the reality shows, the Hitmakers, the Vodafone icons.
But all these guys pass through it.
Okay.
So it takes not just talent, it takes grace, the favor of God, for someone to say, okay, amongst the thousands, I want to work with you.
Okay.
And so Kwame Eugene and Co, they were singing already before they joined Hitmaker. And so where were they?
They were just from the streets.
Right.
Like just like the normal
so
thing.
Kwame Eugene could have gone to Lynx, not Hitmaker. If Kwame Eugene had gone to Lynx wouldn't have signed Kwame Eugene.
So if that's the case, have you auditioned to join Hitmaker before?
I've been a mentor. I've tried Hitmaker. Sometimes I go on there and I'm like, it helps, But the thing is, if you know your worth as well and you know how to use social media very well, your company is your phone.
Okay.
I always tell people that your company is not out there. Your company is your phone. That is why you can sit here, you can rehearse, you can sing, and somebody in Holland, somebody in UK landing
will hear of you.
You've not even been there.
Yet, but then they do.
And so if you know how to use social media, you realize that it goes beyond just MT and Hitmaker. It goes beyond these ones. You can actually be here and be recording and be doing stuff, and you can see that we have like 1 million people who are watching.
So do you have 1 million people listening to your song or streaming?
Not now, but at least we've done more. Pay alone was almost about 800,000 views tonight. I'm still counting.
On YouTube?
You understand? Yeah. People know Sitso. Some know them by name, some know him by face. It's like that kind of a thing.
Yeah,
so
like he's there, he's not there, something like that.
Okay, so it is that song, it was you. And some people would go like, oh, it is you, it was that song. It is the other way around. And others know you like they know you. You get what I mean? So it is like that. But we're still working. So the most important thing is not the rush to make the hit.
But then the content.
Rush to make it is the brand.
It is a brand.
I have all these guys, apart from maybe the top guys, are my friends.
Oh, okay.
I mention all of them. And I'm not a star yet, but when we meet, low key, they know.
They know
have
you.
So much respect for the guy. You understand? So the question is about why you know blow. It's not about the blow. It's about how strong, heavyweight you are down there. So you have to work on the foundation. So even when you have the foundation, you don't need just everybody coming to know you, but a few who come close still know that you have the talent. Knowing you by everyone is just good for the business.
Sure.
It's just good for business, you understand? But you should have that talent, you should be heavyweight. And so I think that all these things is a process for me. It's just for me to build myself.
A step for you to build yourself.
Because when you are young, 17, 18, 19, and you make a hit, you are in trouble.
Why?
When you fade out, you fade it out.
Oh, okay. But then when you try...
You're 40, when you're 35, 30, 40, and you make your first hit, you enjoy till you die.
Oh, okay.
But when you are 17, 18, the biggest task in the world is what you have taken upon yourself. How can you survive till you are 80 years?
It means consistency has to come to play.
Now in Ghana, in Africa, you can't. You depress and die.
Oh, okay.
Because when you fade off, you can't. You need a lot of work to do.
Okay.
And so just be in it like this. Don't rush to stand out. Just do it and do it and do it. Even if you have to be 30, 35 for you to get your major hit.
Okay.
Then you are good to go.
All right.
So
All right. You know, you made mention of something earlier about you writing a song, you know, based on how some of the girls, like at the age of 17, saying. I want to take you back. Apart from that broken heart, or that punishment, okay. What are the inspirations to you as a musician when you write songs?
I've had so many. I've had like 3 instances where my own friend would take my girlfriend. Some happened in my church, so I stopped going to church.
Okay. You stopped going to church?
Stopped going to church.
So even as it stands, if a pastor, like let's say, sees you to be a star, and then
I go to church because I feel like I want to go to church. It's not as if I go to church because I have to go to church. You feel me? Because the same people we meet at church are the same people we see in the clubs, and the parties, and all these things. And so we know ourselves. From the musicians, the things we can see, your camera can't take it. You understand? And so I go to church because I want to have a personal convo with God. I feel like I want to listen to that music, see someone sing. I'm a mad church singer. I sing gospel here right now. I like that. You understand? But I feel that I can be a hypocrite. I want to be myself. You understand? Because how can someone take your woman and marry her in church? Okay, so if you're my friend and you're going to get married to my girlfriend, and the lady also knows that,
so to you, church is nothing.
Oh no, come on.
Church is something. But then it's not something you buy into. Oh, okay. The people in the church. Oh, okay. Okay. Not the church itself. But then the people in the church. Oh, okay.
It's the temple of God. But the people in the church.
Okay.
It's what defines the church. It's what defines Christianity. If someone wants to come to church, the person can just enter into the church and see.
Okay.
The person look at the people in the church.
Oh, okay.
Ways.
Oh, all right. I understand you.
So if your way is to take my girlfriend, break my heart, then I feel like just got to be at home.
I understand you. Understand you. So professionally, for how long have you been, into music? I just want to know. 3 years, Even though I know you started from the age of 6, I don't know how old you are right now. From 2015 to now. So that's about 7 years professionally. And then you have 5 songs. 5 songs out with videos and everything. And your current one is Luku Luku.
Luku Luku is
the current one. We will talk about Luku Luku, but let's talk about branding, because you made mention of creating a brand that would be very, very strong. What is so unique about you that sets you aside from other musicians or other artists? Let me put it that way.
I think what is so unique about me is not necessarily what you see. It's not necessarily what you see.
I say that because
whatever that I have on me is sold out there. Someone can buy it. Someone can actually carve it. Someone can purchase it. If I want to have beads here, and have like one, someone can go and do 3 or 4.
So meaning you have hair. You have a hair. Yeah. Oh, why don't you take it off for people to see? Or
no, I just feel like I
don't you feel you are?
I have to dress it up. I want to be coming from somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to do it, and I came very late. I had
very late. Sure.
Very late.
Sure.
I wanted to do it before I come. Yeah, but I just chose to cover.
I asked about the branding because when you talk about some musicians, some people want to sell out their looks, the way they dress. Talk of these people. I don't really want to compare you to any other person because you are a great star. Believe me. And then some talk about their dressing, and some is about their voice. Some is the contents of their song. How the style, how they try to compose their song to the video. That's why I asked that. What is so unique? It's like
that's what I'm trying to say. That my brand has not got to do what you see.
No, okay.
And so compositions as well.
Okay.
You understand my content. I always don't want to have content that are common.
Okay.
Yes, and rhythms that are so common as well. You understand? And so when you listen to my songs from day one, they are very
different.
Very,
okay.
I think that is what makes me unique.
Do you have a mentor?
Yeah.
Who is your mentor?
Quite a number of them. Truth is, I told you I've been with you for a long time. We are still there.
Okay.
We are tagged. And then I've had a chance to sing right in front of Kojo Entry. All my life I was listening to Kojo Entry. I love Kojo Entry. But the thing is, truth be told, I vibe so much with my Nigerian friends, my Nigerian musicians. Why? Why? Because I do Afrobeat as well. And I don't know why I connect. So I always say I'm not necessarily Ghanaian, I'm an African. I don't know how to just, I was born here in Ghana, but I'm an African because I have a bit of everything in me. I have tried to stay and say I'm Ghanaian, but even when I sing, some people feel, so I've just come to allow it. You understand?
Sure.
Because daddy is also Togo and all that, and I have families in Nigeria,
Okay.
so I want to represent all these people.
Okay.
They do what I do more. So I love Burna Boy so much. I don't joke with Burna. Big ups to him. I love Burna Boy so much. I love Wizkid so much. I love CK. I love Oxlade.
But you've still not mentioned any Ghanaian because it is believed that charity begins at homes.
I'm coming from some. You know, people love to be hypocrites. I don't like that.
Because you know, all the time when you listen to musicians speak, it's all about them saying Nigerians are the best. So
the same people, the same A-list musicians learn from them.
Oh, really?
The same A-list musicians, some small boy in Nigeria can frustrate a big man here. Trust me. Because Rima is a young boy, and you've seen Rima perform on stages where our people have not been there. So let's learn. How do they do it? Is the market strategy and is the talent. I'm not saying I don't like my Ghanaian people.
I understand you.
There, I love like almost
everybody.
But I mean the people who do what I do, unless someone is in Ghana and I've not heard a person yet.
So you mean there is nobody in Ghana who does what like your
I'm
style?
saying, if I have to just look at the known ones. Is it Stonebwoy?
Stonebwoy is
it Sarkodie?
It's a rap.
So you see they are unique in their own ways.
Yeah, in their own ways. I'm trying to understand.
Say that. So if I'm going to go like the people we know, none of them is doing what I do.
You do, okay.
But even the smallest child in Nigeria is doing what I do.
Oh, okay.
So I can still mention names that are not known, and they are still doing what I do. And so there might be people in Ghana who are doing what I do, but I have not seen yet.
Okay.
I know there are people like my type here.
All right.
Right.
You made mention of the Nigerian music industry, and then you like from
people.
I understand we are one people.
Apart from people, you know, Nigerians and LS, we have this.
I know because we migrated. You know, like
so
everything is in line, from culture to everything.
Right, so I told that lady.
What is it that the Ghanaian music industry is not doing? Because you know, all the time it's about people, you know, patronizing Nigerian music. What, from your point of view as an artist, what is it that the Ghanaian music industry is not doing that makes them, you know?
When we were, I can say this, I'm young, but let me say this. When we were young, my living tells me what a lot of Ghanaians will do. I can say that. You know, when you were young, your mommy will give you some chain. You want to wear blinks, chains, and you know, you want to wear watches and diamond and watches and all that. It is only a few who really wanted to live in the villages, and then take the culture. Sure. That is why, at default, naturally, Viala looks like this.
All right.
Naturally, Kenai Suba looks like this.
Okay.
Naturally, One Love Kubolo looks like
this.
It's not just the brand, though.
Understand.
The brand is the DNA.
Understand. It's part of your DNA.
They lived there.
Sure.
Nigerians they were not having city life. The smallest kid in Nigeria has proverbs. When you tell a Ghanaian youngster to give me 10 proverbs or 5 proverbs, we don't have it. A Nigerian will talk to you, and even at the end of the conversation, whatever they say, they have proverbs to it, wise sayings to it. Why? Because Granny taught them. They stayed with Granny. They stayed with Grandpa.
But yes, so we have you know these kids in Ghana who almost campaigning same. Let me put it that way. All right, and I'm trying to understand you.
So that young traditional musician who is making it now stayed with the grandpa.
So if I should understand you, you are talking about lyrics. That our lyrics are not really good.
Culture, we never
factorize
culture
to music
to dwell in us.
Oh, okay.
And so now we don't know how to sell, as youngsters, we don't know how to sell our culture to Westerners or to people out there. But these Nigerians know how to sell their culture to them without stress.
All right.
We learned from the white. We Ghanaians, everything was Dadaba, DB, and now we are lost. We are lost for our sound. We don't have sound.
Really?
Nigerians have taken high life from us.
And then they have blended it into something new.
And the one who took high life didn't just say I have taken it all. The evidence is there. When Nigerians have taken high life, we Ghanaians, we are yet to come. Are you listening? But it is for us.
And then they are now making the blow out for me.
The man will go like, it is for me, give it to me, give it to me. And the person will take it like this.
Like my flag.
What are you using?
I really understand. I understand.
Like, this is for you.
Sure, I understand. It's mine.
I've taken it from you. What are you using it for? But when you go like, give it to me, you can read everything
that you have.
I can't read it.
So it means
how to
we
sell even our own journal.
And that's why it happens to me like, Ghana is the country that most of them come down to promote their music. Talk of Mr. Easy.
If a Ghanaian travels, if the Ghana man or the Ghana woman is not wearing kente, you can't tell.
You can't identify. But with the Nigerian, how will you identify them?
Even with their tonation.
Oh, okay.
They don't even speak slang.
They almost they are.
You feel it.
You feel it.
They don't even know how to listen to Western songs.
So we are lost.
They can't feel okay.
Okay.
But we were into Celine Dion, Westlife. I remember those times in school. We were singing Westlife songs.
Instead of
they were selling books, Westlife, Celine Dion books, and we were learning the lyrics.
Okay.
We won't go for Kujent. We won't go for Sibisa. We won't go for these people. We were
but then Celine Dion, Beyonce, and all those people.
It started from the youthful stages.
And I believe you also did. Or you didn't
I
do
had a combination of both. Why?
Both.
Why? Because in my house, there were traditionalists. My granny, there were people who come and play culture and all that, and I'll be listening and I'll be watching. And so for me, I do traditional songs, like I can do it in English and in my language.
In your language.
Are you getting it? And
Don't worry.
Maybe a lot of people like my type.
Sure.
You get me?
I believe there are, just that they haven't come out.
I'm a live band musician, I do live, and so you understand when it's like this. So
I
I
know.
feel Ghanaians should just focus on their sound. We've lost it.
Sure.
And people always think that when you are doing highlight music, it necessarily has to be akan, tree. When you don't
Music is music.
when you doing
Life.
doing highlight music. You understand? That is why we have lost. We're trying to build it back.
But Sitso, the conversation is getting so exciting, and then we have some one or two stuff that you have to clear for me before we leave the show. But let us go for a quick break, and when we come back, we continue with our conversation. Stay tuned.
It's Wood Records. Baby, Tio.
Red beat.
Tio. Baby, Tio. It's Sitso, baby. Sister. Baby, crying on you, sister. Wouldn't see na me, I'm a sister. Dried up in the summer, me a sister. Sister. Been crying on you, sister. Wouldn't see na me, I'm a sister. Dried up in the summer, me a sister. So be the one, don't need be. So be the one, don't need be. Let me be pewa, penubi. So see a pewo, penubi. So be the one, don't need be. So be the one, don't need be. Let me be pewa, penubi. So see a pewo, penubi. Oda mame fa mi di tu di so. Mame fa kawasha wonsa swe. Yesi ka koko na me de besho. Me si u hima makumen. Power double bodom. If I'm to my bomb, me diano. My member, one quando be. Other one want me, I'm a woo. Obi, so I got you, in your room. Obi, so I got you, in your room. Sister. Been crying on you, sister. Who don't see na me number sister? Tied up in the summer, me sister. Sister, sister. Incarnate on your sister. Who don't see na me number sister? Tied up in the summer, me sister. Baby, baby, tom tom. Oh, that me touch my soul, baby, the power. Hey, baby, horsepower. So me now swap for me to me get. Adia, that you want now. Adia, that you want now. This me bonka and found, yeah. Adia, that you want now. Adia, that you want now. This me bonka and found. And for me coffee, for me go there. Papa me worry, oh baby. Papa me buy one day. Sister, sister, you mean carnival on your sister. Who don't see na me number sister? Tied up in the summer, me sister. Yes, so be the one, don't need the one. So be the one, don't need it. Let me be power, penubi. So penubi. Param pam 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 param pam param pam 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 param pam param pam 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 param pam param pam pam. It's Sitso.
Oh my God.
My twinkle 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 star. Oh how I wonder what you are. Like an angel from afar. Girl, you got my temperature rising so hard. Woo. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go pass, everybody they look good. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go pass, everybody they look good. Distance, I thought I was seeing an angel, but as you go closer, you look brighter than the angel. Skin so smooth and natural, oh you look so fresh and original. Please don't take this so personal. Who are you from space? Please confess to me now. Oh you so beautiful. Oh you so beautiful. Skin so smooth and so natural. Girl, you look so fresh and original. Please don't take this so personal. Who are you from space? Confess to me now. Girl, you so beautiful. Girl, you so beautiful. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go pass, everybody they look good. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go pass, everybody they look good. Damn they look good, damn they look good, look good. They start to look good, damn they look good, damn they look good. They start to look good, damn they look good, damn they look good. They start to look good, damn they look good, damn they look good. They start to look good.
Everywhere she dey bass, everybody they look cool. Hey, viewers, you know I've enjoyed this song, Sitso.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Luku Luku.
That's right.
Because you know the first time I heard this song, and I even know it's like a salsa, like it takes like
Calypso.
that. That's called a calypso.
Calypso.
Oh, all right.
Salsa.
Okay.
For like the Caribbeans.
Oh, okay.
Mexicans.
The Mexicans. So you are blending that with the African vibe.
With our vibe. You know, it has high life. It has.
Okay.
It has zouk.
Zouk.
Yeah.
What is zouk?
Zouk is a genre.
It's a genre of music.
Yeah, it's a genre of
okay.
music. It's out there in the Caribbean. You know,
Okay.
So,
So you wrote this song by yourself.
I write songs for myself.
You write every song by yourself,
for people.
and write for people too as well. What is Luku Luku about?
Luku Luku comes from the word look.
Look.
Yeah, Luku Luku is basically a beautiful song that talks about all the pretty ladies out there. Ladies are very pretty, irrespective of what.
Okay.
You understand? And so I just dedicate this song to every pretty lady.
Every pretty lady.
Who has confidence in herself that she's pretty. Step out there.
So what of we the guys? You've left this house at this time
Oh my
around.
God! You see, initially I was asking you who was hosting. You know when two guys are talking.
Yeah.
Conversation is some way.
Yeah, but then when you have a lady beside you.
Yeah, the way she would masturbate it makes it fine.
I know, right?
And so it is for just the pretty ladies.
All right.
You know, out there, you know. Some people have this notion that love doesn't exist. If we support that idea, the world is at war.
Okay.
And so I feel we should do, stress, frustration, we need the money. But trust me, love is our soft spot.
Yeah.
You know,
And love is everything.
and love conquers all.
Yeah, it does.
Not money. Trust me, we look for money with aggressiveness.
Sure.
love
But then with
doesn't
love you have
take
to.
aggressiveness or aggression.
I know, right?
You just have to be soft. And love songs come to me easily because I'm a lover boy.
A lover boy.
Yeah, than a street boy.
Okay.
And so for me, I just want to be in my lane, continue to be amongst the people who preach love, you know. Right.
Let's talk about collaboration. How do you see collaboration? How do you go about it?
Collaborations are healthy. Collaborations are very, very healthy. They are profitable.
Okay.
To help you, the musician. I've worked with Guru. I've worked with
Guru.
Rappers, I've worked with Medical. I've worked with Family. I've worked with Pesiata. I've worked with Meda. I've worked with Sistefia. I've worked with Yapuno. I've worked with all these.
All right.
guys.
And you have all these songs,
are there.
but you've not yet released them. Oh, okay.
You know, and I'm just looking at some international collaborations.
Collaborations.
Collaborations are very important.
International collaborations like which and which?
Oh, I just mentioned Bernard. I mentioned.
Wow.
I love Davido. I love the LP and the young guys. I love them also, and I love our guys.
Okay.
Okay. At some point, you wouldn't want to collaborate because he or she is huge. At some point, you want to collaborate because he or she is dope.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
there's here and there.
Here and there.
Right.
So sometimes you check the
Sometimes
fan
you
base.
just want to check the fan base.
Base,
Sometimes
you want to check.
Care. Sometimes you just want to have a beautiful song.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay. Let's talk about promotion.
Right.
How you promote your music. How do you get your music, to the market?
You know, if you are a musician, you need to have wings. When I say you should have wings, you should have a team.
Sure.
If you don't have a team, you suffer.
Sure. So you have a team.
I don't have a team, an official team.
But
I
then
have just individuals who
just help.
that I'm just trying to build.
Okay.
Why? Because the first product, you should have your vision. You, the musician, should
Sure,
have your vision.
sure.
Anybody who comes in should share the same vision with you. That is why people go in and they fall out.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it doesn't really, things change that doesn't go their favor or their way. And so they always want to bail out. And so for me, I just feel that team is very appropriate, but you should know who you are actually
Okay.
establishing your life,
All right.
your future with. You
Sure.
understand, right?
Sure.
So I'm trying to build a team and we
A
shall
team.
and everything will still be for Sitso Music Africa, you know.
Sitso, you know, you are giving me, but then you are giving me everything that I
Ask
need.
me everything
But
you
then
know about.
I feel, you know, I'm missing something. Before we continue the conversation, I want you to give me a freestyle. As for the Lukuluku, reserve it. You'll be performing that live on the show. But then give me an acapella, a freestyle. I just want to feel your vocals, you know, so that I can ginger myself, you know, for the conversation.
So this one is going to be very short. Very, very short. I want to know, girl, if you love me like you used to do before. Cause this type of love I never seen before. You were never like this before. I can't stay. This your attitude. I can't stay. This your attitude.
Sitso, I wish I could join. But then if I should join...
You thought you were going to dance, right?
No. I was trying to, you know, to cause some harmonization. But then, you know, my voice is so horrible that when I join you right now, no, it's going to mess up, you know. Unless you teach me, and that should be...
Can't stand this your attitude.
All right, so let me take it. I can't stand.
So that means I can do yours and you can do mine. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you unique. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Let's talk about, you know, some sites where people can get your music. Is it on Spotify, Shazam, or like?
It is on all digital platforms.
All digital platforms.
It's everywhere.
Okay.
You know, so it's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, it's on Deezer, it is on Audiomack.
Okay.
It is everywhere. So, Lukuluku is on there. Lukuluku itself, when you're listening, is slightly or is vastly different from what the songs I have done.
You've done.
And so Lukuluku is like a new face to Sitso.
Okay.
You from the look, as in my
Look.
to everything.
In fact, let me say you are just a lukuluku.
Looking, right? And so I just feel like the energy should be channeled in Lukuluku, and then that is what makes me express myself well. Get to have when you're a musician and you don't have sound, people don't notify you for this particular sound. That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they should begin to know me from that album.
Sure.
So they should go check Lukuluku out.
Sure.
The
Sure.
name is Sitso.
Sitso.
Sitso. Just add music to it.
Sure.
Sitso music. And
Sure.
it will
Sure.
link you up to
Everything.
all these platforms.
Globally, TikTok has become, should I say, an app, that is promoting music, and even I think some time ago there were some rumors about some TikTokers saying that without TikTok or without them, working on your song, your song wouldn't travel far.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you see this whole scenario of you promoting your music on TikTok?
As Antoa said that first. Yeah.
Sure, she said.
This is it. I'm just going to make it very clear.
Sure.
The same people who made those comments, they should go back, take their phones and check their own record and see, when I advertised for so and so cream, how many viewership did I have?
Do you mean as in body creams?
Body cream.
Like cosmetic products?
Right. Okay, or skincare products, right?
Yeah.
Or no, when I advertised for maybe a shoe or a boutique.
Let's say
how was my view?
Products aside music, how was the
putting
view
all these things
together? Okay.
Or when I advertised for any other thing apart from
Music.
And now when you are done, go and compare. When I did a video on this
Song.
and so music conquers all. It is not you who is giving out the views. You are helping, but the spirit that music carries, people don't understand.
It's a universal language.
You who is making the
Song hit.
You are just helping the song.
So meaning you are not ready to pay them to promote your song.
Oh, come on! It is their job. It is.
So you can pay them, but then
their talent. It is their
creativity.
Their talent, their creativity.
Sure.
And so, yes, you have to just pay them for their creativity if you have to do it on business purposes.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying
Sure.
to say, yeah.
Sure.
But I feel that it shouldn't be infringed. You shouldn't necessarily say, You shouldn't impose it. Say by force you have to give money before I do this. If you feel you love the song, you can still vibe with the artist.
Oh, okay.
Just helping the
Sure.
so.
Sure. Have you achieved any kind of award, or as far as achievement is concerned in music? What are some of the things you can boast of, at this level?
I can't boast of anything now. I can only say I have performed on some few platforms. Made impact
like
music, Okay.
What are some of the stages? Like I want to know.
Music Crew Award, Ghana Film Crew. I think it was the Ghana Film Crew Awards.
Okay.
That was a few years back.
Sure.
I performed even those. That was the first time I was able to hug the former president Kufuor's son. That's why he told me you are good.
You are very good.
I love to hear these coming from chiefs and
people,
big guys and like
people of that particular
that is
reputation.
That is achievement. You understand? Right? So for a plaque or for an award, when you have it today, in the next year or two, it becomes old. You want to see a new one. But when someone tells you you are good, it goes a long way to keep you up, to motivate you. You understand? So I feel that I always want to hear these things, and that is not easy to get from people. This is just to show it is important when you have the plaques and all that. It is just an honor. It beautifies it. It's another form of motivation. But we shall get there. We are still in the process, So I told you this is like a new Sitso. So
a new Sitso. Sure. All the time. Sitso. All the time, people do ask, like in the next 5 years, where do you want to see yourself and all those things? I don't see it in 5 years.
Really?
I want to say tomorrow.
Right.
Come tomorrow.
So
where do you want to see yourself?
In the next tomorrow.
Yes. Let me put it, because 5 years is still tomorrow. If we are here, we're going to be here 5 years to come. Nothing is going to change. So
a lot can change in 5 years.
Sure.
The reason why people say 5 years is they're just trying to be ironic.
About a time. In a few times.
They just want to. And even in music, whatever be it, there's still going to be a strategy.
Oh, okay.
Even when you are recording the song, you can't necessarily be here, record the song today, have the song today, and promote it today and expect the DJ to play it today. Whatever it is, do it today because you want to make it tomorrow. Today is Friday. You want to make it on Saturday. It still has a process. That is why they say in the next 5 years. Because even if you have to promote a song, now I have Luku Luku. If I want to promote another song, it's still going to take me 3 months.
Okay.
So there's nothing like tomorrow. In the next 5 years, I'm looking at that 5-year-old kid knowing who Sitso is. That 5-year-old boy, 5-year-old girl singing Sitso's song and going like singing it word for word back to back. In the next 5 years, I'm just looking at 5 differences in my life, whatever that it is, I haven't achieved them in like 5 folds, like that. You get it?
Okay. Looking at you singing the Luku Luku or shooting the video Luku Luku, I saw some particular dance, and I think we're about to wrap it up on the show. But then let's take a look at the video once again. When we come back, Sitso will be sharing his final words and then performing Luku Luku with us. Yeah, so let's go look. We'll be right back.
It's Sitso.
Oh my God.
My twinkle, twinkle, twinkle star. Oh, how I wonder what you are. You strike me like an angel from afar. Girl, you got my temperature rising so hard. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go pass, everybody they look good. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go pass, everybody they look good. Them they look good, them they look good, look good. They start to look good, them they look good, them they look good. They start to look good, them they look good, them they look good. They start to look good, them they look good, them they look good. They start to look good. From a distance, I thought I was seeing an angel. But as you go closer, you look brighter than the angel. Skin so smooth and natural. natural. Oh, you look so fresh and original. Please don't take this so personal. Who are you from space? Please confess to me now. Oh, you so beautiful. Oh, you so beautiful. Skin so smooth and so natural. Girl, you look so fresh and original. Please don't take this so personal. Who are you from space? Confess to me now. Oh, you so beautiful. Oh, you so beautiful. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go past, everybody they look good. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go past, everybody they look good. Them they look good, them they look good, look good. They start to look good, look good. Them they look good, them they look good, look good. They start to look good, look good. Them they look good, them they look good, look good. They start to look good, look good. Them they look good, them they look good, look good. They start to look good, look good.
Oh my God.
Sitso, hey ma, hey, hey quick, hey ma, hey go.
Welcome back. This line or this stanza of the song, that gets me hot. Is enyakpo, enyakpola. That's my dialect. I'm a Voltarian. So whenever I hear people singing in my own language, I feel super excited. Sitso,
Yes.
share your final words with us and then, perform and teach me how to dance the luku dance.
Okay, so I love my fans so much. This is a talent who is trying to also get Ghana music out there, help the Ghana music out there. And so fans should continue to support Sitso. We have beautiful songs coming out. Go stream Sitso and Luku there on every platform. Go watch the video. Don't rush too much, Don't be in a haste to do things that you regret later. Now, search for money is too much. It is important. And when you're making a decision now, you should just think about tomorrow, Happy yourself as well. So I love my fans so much, just in and outside Ghana. My fans all over. I love my fans. I love Ghana. I love everybody who has helped. Big ups to you at Pisco. Big ups to you Nosway, Yosin. Big ups to you Kojo Wood. Big ups to you Kwame Surprise. Big ups to you everyone who has helped in one way or the other. Big ups to you.
All right. I must also say big ups to you, Sitso.
Big ups to you, MAWULI.
MAWULI.
Big ups to a big company like this, Evie, the crew. It was fun. Big ups. I want to be here again. Yeah.
Definitely, you would be here. This is your home.
That's right.
This is your home. PEP Discovery, PEP TV is your home.
So big ups to you, man. It was fun talking to you.
Charlie, I really enjoy the vibe,
Right.
but I said we will dance.
We'll look.
All right. Viewers, it's PEP Discovery with me, HETRO MAWULI, right here on PEP Television. Sitso was my guest, and then we said so many things. The conversation is so interesting. We have a lot of programs packed on our television sets for you. My beautiful outfit was made by detailing_G on Instagram. Follow them and then get something like this. But it's time for us to dance luku luku. Enjoy the music.
It's Sitso.
Oh my God.
My twinkle, twinkle, twinkle star. Oh, how I wonder what you are. You strike me like an angel from afar. Girl, you got my temperature rising so hard. Woo. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go past, everybody they look good. distance, I thought I was seeing an angel. But as you go closer, you look brighter than the angel. Skin so smooth and natural, oh, you look so fresh and original. Please don't take this so personal. Who are you from space? Please confess to me now. Oh, you so beautiful. Oh, you so beautiful. Skin so smooth and so natural. Girl, you look so fresh and original. Please don't take this so personal. Who are you from space? Confess to me now. Oh, you so beautiful. Oh, you so beautiful. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go pass, everybody they look good. Anywhere she go enter, everybody they look good. Everywhere she go pass, everybody they look good. Them they look good, them they look good. They start to look good. Them they look good, them they look good. They start to look good. Them they look good, them they look good. They start to look good. Them they look good, them they look good. They start to look good.
Oh my God.
Sitso. Hey ma, hey, hey good. Hey ma, hey good.